guys.
Hello, hello, hello.
Happy Wednesday.
Hello from Haran.
Very rainy, wet season at the moment.
Yeah. And we decided to bring a topic that we were sharing in the morning, and we thought it would be interesting to share some points of view and see how do you feel about it as well.
Yeah, we were discussing, Susanna had an interview today.
Yes, my first interview.
For a summit, a spirituality summit.
Yeah.
And we were discussing spirituality and some interesting points of view came up, yeah?
Exactly. So first we were discussing what is spirituality for each of us, and we know that everyone has a different perspective about it. What is amazing, actually.
So what is spirituality for you? What does spirituality
what is
mean?
spirituality? What is to be spiritual? Everyone can come up with a different meaning and a vision, and it also can be attached to the belief systems, the society we grew, and it can be attached to a religion. What else?
To a dependency. It can be like
Yes.
some people. Sometimes it's like somebody else's version. It looks cooler than, than the version that I have, and I did that when I first came to Bali. I remember trying to be spiritual because all the cool people were super spiritual and wearing white, and so I started to wear white and put feathers in my hair and burn sage and incense, thinking I was ultra spiritual, but it was just an escape from who I am.
Of course, and who else didn't do that? I think all of us, when we entered this world, we were like, I think we have to become vegan, we have to wear only white, have a mala, and all this stuff.
Which is all like it's a representation of how I want people to see me.
Yes.
Instead of me being me.
And losing yourself into that, creating an image. But is that you? It may be, right?
But it can also become another addiction, which I've struggled with a lot in my life. Yeah, so it's that addiction of, it's an escape of being who I am. So the definition of addiction is to avoid one's perceived reality. So using a drug or a substance or behavior to avoid our perceived reality. Right. So that can be another way to avoid our perceived reality, but it seems like it's a really good way because it's like a holier way sometimes, it's deemed more appropriate,
Because it's connected to divine, God, and gurus, and Buddhism, and whatever. Yeah.
And we're not knocking any of that. Yeah?
No, love it.
Anything what people believe in is what they believe in. It's just a really interesting topic to delve into. Yeah,
today during the interview she asked me, how do you do to become a shaman? And it's like, you don't become you are a shaman or not, but you can learn techniques to become closer to what the shamanism is. So I define myself as a shamanic therapist, but I'm not gonna call myself a shaman. I wasn't born in a tribe, the original shamans or stuff. But many people are shamans, natural shamans, right?
Yeah, many people are the healers.
Yes, the healers, the actual real healers, and you don't have to wear feathers in your hair. You don't have to live in the tribe to be a shaman. So there's all these things that we bring that we believe that we have to carry on, and it's because someone told us that this is it, and we limit our idea of spirituality based on what people said. When for me, now talking about myself, spirituality is actually the connection with the inside. What is inside of me, what I have to look at. And faith, so for me, divine or God or universe, it's not outside. It is as well. It's an expansion of what is inside of me. So when we are talking about what is inside, is the reflection of outside. This is basically spirituality for me. That's how I see. My world is gonna be a mess if here is a mess. My world will be peaceful if here is peaceful, right? And this for me, it's a spirituality somehow. It's the reflection of what we are living.
And for me, it's like I used to think spirituality was people who are like doing yoga and meditating and who are gurus, like that was, or who are church leaders, or I used to think that was closer you are to God, you have more of a special connection with God or with the divine than anybody else, or things, light codes and connect with source, and so you're much more spiritual than I am. And I went and did some ayahuasca journeys looking for that spirituality, trying to be, oh my God, they must be way more spiritual than me. They have an amazing journeys, amazing experiences. So I went back and did it again and again. And yet for me, spirituality is just God, spirit, universe, existence, actually in itself in life in whichever form it's experiencing itself. So it doesn't matter whether it's, you know, an alcoholic or, you know, whether it's a, you know, like a plumber or whether it's a drug addict or, you know, a child or a delinquent or a teen, whatever. It's somebody who's experiencing life. It doesn't mean one's any better than the other, you know, like they're still God experiencing itself in that form. And then when I look at them, I thank God that I don't have to experience it in that form, be it a murderer or, you know, whatever it is.
Well, for me, what comes is that there are people that are spiritual without having any connection with spirituality as we know. And there are people that are naturally born with kind of sensitiveness, that they are able to access things just by being who they are. They don't have to prove anything to anyone. They are just born with this, and they are not doing this work of showing or trying to prove or they are just normal people living their lives, but they're connected. They're connected with their true essence, and they can share that as well. And then they can be anything.
And there's no ego attached with it.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. The real spirituality is letting the ego go, and we know this in theory, but we are humans, and how we just let our egos go? We need the ego in this world, in this planet. Otherwise, we don't live. We just pass here. We need to feel. We came here to feel. So, and to feel even here to survive. So many ways.
And especially now with what's happening in the world, I think, you know, like there's this. It's a very, very important time, and I think, you know, people are going through some massive changes, especially recently, you know, with the planets and, you know, the eclipses and things that are going on now. You know, there's some monumental changes. End of year, Christmas coming, lots of things happen. Lockdown, again. Not being able to travel, fly, not being able to see family members, but also personal. Like I know many people I've spoken to in the last few days are going through very, very big.
And ending cycles, right?
Ending cycles.
Finally ending some cycles.
Revisiting old cycles. So for me, it's almost like it feels like an existential crisis again, because it's like this letting go of who I think I am, or who I've tried to cling on to, like any of these attachments or these theories or, you know, these egos or these masks or coats or faces, whatever you want to call them, and I can't grab them anymore. You know, it's almost like trying to grab jelly. It's like none of them are me, and then who am I without any of that? Like and it can be very, very scary and very traumatic and confronting.
Exactly. So many changes now. I feel myself in a moment of chaos. Like I don't know where I'm going anymore. You know, it's just like so many things happening, and like so. But I was sharing yesterday, I like that, because I know that after chaos comes peace. You know, it's the storm coming, making the mess, and then after that, light comes, peace and clarity. So this is so important as well, to trust the process. Whatever is happening to you right now, just trust the process. Stay firm to yourself, to whatever is there, and face it, right? We face as we can. In my case, I'm journaling, I'm painting, reading books, writing, working on my projects, you know, meditating, burning incense, focus on rituals, oracle cards. I mean, there are so many tools available that we can use.
And I think the key there is also knowing, like you said, the precursor to any change is chaos. So knowing that this is not personal, that I'm not being punished, I'm not being condemned. It's not a personal attack because I've been bad or because I'm not spiritual or as spiritual as I'm meant to be. I think it's just knowing that there's a change that humanity is going through now, a collective change. So we obviously have to feel that, like the micro has to feel the macro. So experiencing that, knowing it's not personal, knowing that there's amazing things that come after chaos, it's something to look forward to. Oh God, this is going to be amazing when we clear through this birth, I guess.
It is a new birth. That's what is happening. A new birth of the planet, not the humanity, I would say, but not the planet. Because we are on the planet. Yeah, it's interesting how recently I was talking to a friend and she said that finally she understood that she's here to create new Earth. And I was like, wow, you know, people that you think that are in this path, spiritual path, for a long time, and that people still understanding now. So it's okay, you know, there's no right or wrong. So it's like, oh, so everything is happening right now because we are here to change this, yeah, to change the planet and to help people to support each other, to inspire each other,
to connect, to
and
love.
to be authentic. Like
Yeah.
what we are sharing here, we are sharing our own experiences, our life, because you know there are other people out there that want to know how we live our lives and what we did to get where we are. We are our dream lives and what we did for
And
that.
it's not all amazing and easy.
No, we are regular person. We have problems, and sometimes we have our internal problems.
Of course.
We suffer, we cry, so we are normal. So how we did that? Just facing everything, and we still do every time. Like I am still the chaos, and it's okay.
And then, so how does somebody connect with their spirituality? So if somebody feels like they've lost their spirituality or they don't even know how to connect, what's the best way for people to connect?
Yeah, so it may happen in the process that you feel completely disconnected. Sometimes it happens to me that I had a very high sensitivity, and it was very easy just to close my eyes and to, you know, feel connected with something bigger than me. And sometimes I just feel like completely boom out, like I can't connect. Doesn't mean that I lost it. It's there. It's really there. It's still there. So I think the first step it's always to accept where you are, what's happening with you, and no matter what. If you're feeling connected or it's connected, doesn't matter. Just accept where you are.
With
Right?
compassion.
Yeah.
Kindness.
Oh, yeah. That's so important. Definitely compassion is kindness and
No
compassion.
matter what we've done or haven't done.
We are all human and we are here to experience whatever it comes. And one of the things that I shared today as well in an interview, it was there was a song that Sayuri, our friend Sayuri and I did that
Created?
yeah, we created. I see myself through the eyes of love, look in the mirror and say I love and accept myself. So this is a very good exercise to practice. Go to the mirror, look at yourself. Whatever it's coming to you doesn't matter. Look in your eyes deeply, you know, and talk to yourself.
I see myself through the eyes of love, looking in the mirror and say, I love and accept myself.
So do this exercise if you wish. This is one suggestion to connect to yourself and just accept where you are.
And like I said, with love and compassion, because it can be, the tendency is very easy, especially for me personally, to beat myself up and condemn myself and judge myself on what I have or haven't done, and oh my God, you still haven't done that, you still haven't fixed that, you still, and that voice can get very, very loud and very controlling and very judgmental. So I think letting that, like, first of all, no matter what, switching that voice off and going, I mean, if I come across a little kid who's hurting right now, I'm not going to condemn that kid and yell at that little kid and go, why are you feeling like you're stupid? You should have been over that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to hug that little kid because he just wants love, or she just wants love. So how do I look at this little kid with compassion and love and just give them a hug in this moment?
Yeah, well, many times that I did this exercise was looking at the mirror. That's why for me was kind of like, that the song comes perfectly. Many times when I was looking into my eyes deeply in the mirror, I cried deeply. I really cried. You know, I was really this little girl, like, oh my gosh, what is in there? There's so much to be seen and accepted. Because we think in the daily life that we are fine, but when you really look at yourself,
avoidance.
Yeah, there's so much there, and we see through our own eyes. It's just allowing. Yeah, it's only be true to yourself.
And for some people, it's very hard to look in the mirror.
hard.
I remember not being able to look in the mirror for more than a couple of seconds, and I remember why.
Yeah,
Like,
you have
I
the
was,
story.
I think, 7 years of age, and I was looking in the mirror as a kid, you know, just checking myself out, and you know, like looking at myself, and you know, being with myself in the mirror. And my dad, like, walked past and slapped me around the head, and you know, like, just get out of there, you vain little bastard. What are you looking at yourself for? So after that, I would only ever quickly check my, you know, like my hair, and never look in the mirror for more than a couple of seconds. So this work, like mirror work, was very challenging for me just to be there and actually see myself and be with myself again, but very healing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow.
So it might take practice of some people. It might take, like it might take a few times to kind of get used to it. It feels a bit weird, and but yeah, just get to know yourself, get to be with yourself again, spend time.
Yeah, just allow yourself to be who you are in the moment that you are. It doesn't matter. Just face that.
And maybe that's connecting with spirituality.
Yeah, that's accepting yourself, looking inside through your eyes. That's a big step already. Very deep one. And what else? Is there something else about the topic, the original topic?
Well, I was just thinking actually we'll share details of the what summit that you were a part of that we got interviewed for.
Yeah, we don't have it yet.
To let you know, we'll let you know when that comes out. It's all about how to connect with your spirituality, and especially for people who are struggling right now, who feel like they're lost, who feel like they're in lockdown, who like it's especially like some amazing talks and tips and yeah, things for people to do now, and how to maybe let go of the fear, and like who are in the chaos, to first of all accept that it's okay, and also to accept that what's going on is actually for us, and it's happening through us and for us, not to us. Like Mother Nature, universe, God, spirit, whatever you want to call it, doesn't make mistakes. It doesn't mess up. It's not like busy over here performing a miracle while this chaos is going on. Come on, it's omnipotent, omnipresent. It's all happening for a reason. And humanity couldn't keep going the way we were going. We were on a downward spiral. People were disconnected. People were in jobs that they weren't happy in. People were in relationships they weren't happy in. Bodies they weren't happy in.
Somehow it's a blessing for the ones that understand that and are taking the time to look inside, as we're sharing here, and connecting to spirituality the way you can.
And it's not easy for some. I get that. I understand some people are experiencing
it's also
pain.
something like you don't have to be spiritual in the sense what you think spirituality is. Like, I think my dad was super spiritual and he was an atheist, and his spirituality was go to nature, and do his stuff in nature, whatever it was. So there are many ways of being spiritual. If these ones that we're sharing are not for you, it's okay. You can just be yourself, as we were saying. Just being connected to what makes sense to you.
I like that. What feels right.
What feels right,
feels authentic.
And you being you.
Yeah.
Not because of, I don't know, that person is doing that. Yeah, I think it's clear already.
Yeah. What are our values? What lights my boat? What floats my boat? What inspires me?
Yep. Cool.
Amazing.
Nice.
Any questions, guys? Let us know. Any comments? Leave them below. And if you know anybody who you think might need to hear this or want to hear this, or if you want to reach out, we're open to receiving messages.
Yeah, if there's some topics that would be interesting, and if you are looking for private sessions, I think it's amazing. And I know we're updating my website. Lunar Retreats is gonna be coming soon. New front page, landing page. So yeah.
And holding space programs, online programs.
Yeah.
We both have lots of stuff to offer.
Yeah, cool.
Hope you're having an amazing day, guys. Enjoy, be safe, be happy, be connected.
Thank you for watching. Bye.
See you guys.